Hashtag my DJ is dirty.
Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? What's going on?
It's Dirty Die.
Dirty Die and
DJ Dirty Die.
DJ Dirty Die.
Dirty Show.
Dirty Die, get it lit, baby. It's the Dirty Show. Yeah.
See, it's the Dirty Show. Where you go to get familiar. For the culture, such a pillar and a winner. If you didn't know, now you know. DJ Dirty Die provide the ill vibe, diving deeper inside to lives of enterprise of dope minds. Blending mainstream with what's on the rise. Well known for the spins, let this be the next on replay. My DJ is dirty, respect the CJ. Hey.
You are now tuned in to DJ Dirty Die.
Are you guys ready? Yo, it's your girl DJ Dirty Die. Hashtag my DJ is dirty, and welcome to another episode of the Dirty Show.
Yeah.
I got my girl Teezy in the building, and today we switching it up. So she's going to interview me.
We're gonna have a little fun today, all right? Teezy the host. Just call me host Teezy. All right. So we're gonna keep it true to the Dirty Show and start off with the little game, you know, the dirty way. So you're in the hot seat. Yes. You have to pick a game color.
Pick a token, okay.
Pick a token, drop it in, and whatever you land on.
We're going to take a shot of this elderberry.
Well, we're going to take the elderberry no matter what, because health is wealth.
Health is wealth.
All right, but whatever you land on, you got to play the game that goes along with it.
The letter, yeah.
The letter. So I'm actually hyped to put you in this hot seat real quick.
It's interesting, y'all.
So
this is going to be interesting.
Do you want to start with the elderberry or you want to?
Well, I don't know which one is going to land in yet.
All right, let's get it.
I think so. I feel like my favorite color is yellow, if y'all don't know.
I'm going with, put my energy
My favorite color is yellow. I'm a real nerd when it comes to letters being in the middle, so I'm going to drop it right here.
Oh, is that an O?
Oh.
I'm actually happy about this, y'all. Because see, part of why this is going to work is because this one loves to get the information, but this one doesn't like to talk.
Yeah, I don't like
So now you got that O. That's that more bounce to the ounce. So
more bounce to the ounce. Oh, we got to take a shot.
So we're going to take this shot of this elderberry first.
This I am wellness.
Listen.
BigCartel.com.
Go get it.
Elderberry syrup.
I massage _ on Instagram. Go get it. Health is wealth, y'all. Y'all better make sure y'all stay Rona free.
So I'm going to pour your shot in the O because I always use the D.
Yes. That's
Since
you always use the D.
For dirty.
Sure.
And I love the D too for anyone who get it twisted because a lot of people, this is part of the ounce. A lot of people.
Talk it.
Yeah.
Let's get a shot. Hold up. Go. We're going to shoot and talk at the same time. So here's to the Dirty Show, to the switch. Now, back to the D. Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk about the D through the O. All right. So more bounce to the ounce. Give us a little ounce or two on Dirty Die.
A lot of people have been trying to hit on me recently, and I don't approve of that.
Talk your shit.
Y'all can do your thing. Not even mad. But Dirty doesn't swing that way at all.
Dirty.
I love the D.
Dirty likes the
more
D.
More than you know.
Come on.
Gotta let it show.
We're gonna do a cover.
That's the ounce.
Oh, we should do a cover of that. Mm-hmm. I like that. That was great.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the ounce of me. You know?
Ounce of Dirty. Dirty likes the D. All right. So she loves the D. Dirty appreciates the love and the flattery, and Dirty supports everybody that love who you love. But Dirty loves the D. So guys, shoot. You know what I'm saying? So
shoot your shot. Because yes, I am single too. If you want to add another little,
matter of fact, I'm not a
that's all I have.
Even number person. I'm an odd number person. I'm the host today, so you gave me 2 ounces.
Okay.
So give me one more little ounce of Dirty real quick before we start.
I'm 41. A lot of people don't think I'm 41.
What? Listen to me, black. Don't crack.
Everybody think I'm in my 20s, and thank you. But I do have a 22-year-old DJ. Her name is DJ Boy Girl, and I have a 14-year-old daughter named Amira.
Listen to me.
Oh, yeah.
Black doesn't crack, y'all. Dirty, you bombing shit, yo. Okay. Now let's just get this started. See, this is perfect. This is perfect. So we're talking about it. You got two young, beautiful young women, young daughters. They're amazing. So let's talk about Dirty a little bit. Let's get to know Dirty. I feel like you're always getting into the minds of everybody else.
Okay.
You're always putting everybody else on blast in a great way.
Yep.
So right now I want to switch it and learn a little bit more about Dirty and really give these people something that they really don't know about you. So let's get Dirty's story. Like where is Dirty from? Okay. And we're gonna get into it real quick.
Dirty is from Hampton, Virginia. Born and raised, Shell Road repping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was born in Hampton Centera Hospital, the original Hampton
OG
Centera
joint
on Victoria Boulevard.
Says
and I graduated from Hampton High School.
Come on.
Can't crush a crab, and I take that very seriously. Class of '97. Y'all already know.
Fuck your shit, Dirty.
Damn.
That's always like that. All right,
So yeah, I really wasn't doing nothing after that in high school. I was just working 3 jobs. I worked at Foot Locker, Baker's, and I worked at AMC 24.
Hustler.
Before it was AMC 24, it used to be an AMC right behind Hooters, and we worked there. So I was just hustling in high school.
Nice.
And then Point was like, "Yo, Dirty, I need you to." He was like, "You know how to rap?" And I said, "Point, you know I know all the words to everything."
Right, because you always loved music. Like music was always.
It's been my heart forever.
Right,
I used to. I'm so old. We used to write our lyrics. We had to write them down, rewind, stop. You know.
And look, I'm in that in between phase. You know, like my age. I'm 33, so I'm at that age where I did all of that, but I also was like first round for the new stuff.
Right.
I was there writing them shits down, like hitting my tape. You know what I mean? Like hitting.
Like just recording off the radio. We had to record off the radio back in the day.
Friday
So when the
Night
DJ dropped the new shit, I had my blank tape ready. Like Lorenzo Icy Thomas used to be on the radio back then. Man. Like I'll never forget because he's had this little game.
Yeah.
Back then I was hot, and when I say hot, like I used to win everything. So every time I called the radio station, I used to win stuff, yo. So it was lit back then. But Point had me rapping, and I guess that's how the music came back in.
Okay, so when you was rapping, were you writing your own stuff? Or
no, hell no. I ain't no rapper. And I ain't no fronter either. Shout out to Oski Woe, shout out to Tree and Jay Black. Any song you hear me on, one of them wrote it.
Y'all heard it.
The only one Jay Black wrote, he wrote my lyrics on Peach Pie. It was Fortunato and me and Jay Black. That was Peach Pie. We shot a video for that and everything. It was
Dirty went from being
a rapper,
Dirty the dancer, to Dirty the rapper.
Yep.
To what happened next?
After I stopped rapping, me and my best friend started throwing parties.
Okay.
Shamice Nicole. That was the middle name, both of our middle names. So we used to do First Fridays at Illusions in Chesapeake.
Yo, Dirty's a hustler, bro. I'm a hustler.
Hey, one thing about it, baby, I will make up some shit to make some money. You know what I'm saying? I done clean cribs. Whatever I gotta do, I'll do it. Dude. Like, shout out to my homies. They put me on. I used to clean cribs and everything.
So you was throwing parties.
We used to do First Fridays at Illusions. Shit used to be lit. And then I moved. I just
So you bounced.
Moved to Atlanta.
Right. Mm-hmm. You was there. You was in Atlanta for a while.
I wasn't even there like a year. I ain't stay there that long. But when I was down there, I found out about a DJ school.
Okay.
And I was like, what is a DJ school? I want to go. They gonna teach me some stuff. But when I moved to Atlanta, the DJ school down there was kind of expensive, and I couldn't afford it. Like they didn't have financial aid like a real school. So I really couldn't afford it. And I was back home, and I had just found out that Silk dropped WLAB radio. So I'm in Georgia.
Shout out to Silk.
Shout out to DJ motherfucking Silk, aka Texas Pete. That's my dude.
So you in Georgia and you heard about this radio.
Yeah, so Silk is on the radio, internet radio, and I'm listening in Georgia. This was back when Lil' Kim, I think it was Lil' Kim and Nicki Minaj had first started beefing or whatever. And
so we're into the 2000s.
I called into the radio. It was 2010.
2010 right now. Okay.
Yeah, so it was 2010. And I called into the radio. I was chopping it up with Silk, and we had a good old time. And I told Silk I wanted to learn how to DJ.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Word, Dirty, you come back to Virginia, I'll teach you how to DJ." I was like, "Oh, word? Okay." So my homegirl ended up getting killed. She was a safety guard. directing the traffic, and she got struck by a car. So when I came down here for her funeral, I was like, I just want to be home. I just wanted to be closer to people I rock with. Sometimes and who I moved to Georgia with, we weren't even together no more. It was a big mess. So I was like, let me just move back.
You know what I'm back home.
Come to my
You know what I'm saying? Come home. Yes.
So when I came back home, got myself together, I hit up Silk. And Silk was like, of course. So Silk started giving me DJ lessons. I learned how to DJ at Silk House. And then Silk had 2 sets of turntables. So he let me take a pair of the turntables home so I can practice. Like, Lord, I love Silk, man. He introduced me to so much stuff. And what's even crazier is when I used to rap, Silk was our engineer. So it goes already, way back, like 2000. So I've been knowing Silk, so shout out to Silk. He put me on.
So he was comfortable, like that's comfortable. Right.
And my very first gig was, shout out to my coworker, Teresa. I don't even know if she know. I just told them I was going to start DJing at work. I just told people. I was telling Twitter. I told Facebook. I just told people.
You just got to do it. And long as you believe it, that's really,
you can achieve it.
Yo, confidence is 80% of everything you do.
If you can believe it,
80% of anything you do,
then you can achieve it.
So you get the work gig, right?
Yes.
And literally the rest is like history with DJ.
The first gig was actually a wedding, but it was a Filipino wedding.
Dope.
I know what I was doing. Everything that could have went wrong. I was terrified. I wanted to cry. Like, I've had some of the most craziest DJ moments
I can
ever.
only imagine.
Just shit breaking or not working, and I'm like, oh my god, like terrified. But it ended up working out, and I rocked the party. So everything worked out with that. I just had some malfunction with the mics at first, but once we got that straight, it was good. So my very first gig, shout out to my girl Kimberly Wimbish. She booked me for a Mother's Day event she was having at Palace. It was something small. It was me and E Shorty. DJ E Shorty is the first female DJ I ever seen DJ from here besides DJ B Right. I didn't really know no female DJs. Really it won't. No. And that's why I wanted to do it, because I was like, we ain't got no.
Norfolk. Shout out to DJ Buddha. But just a couple, never enough. Never,
I never knew any besides DJ B Right.
Yeah.
So when I seen E Shorty, I was like, oh my God, she's dope. Like, why am I going after her? I was terrified because she was killing it. She had her blends down, and I'm looking at Silk, and I'm sweating because Silk with me. I'm like, Silk, oh my God. Listen to her transitions. Like, she had her shit down packed, my nigga. But I didn't have my shit together, but I still rocked it because no matter what, I know what to play. You know what to play.
Hey, look, long as
what
the
to play
move,
matters.
Long as the people
They didn't even have to move though. It was like a little pop-up shop. So they was really just shopping. We was just providing the vibe.
Right.
So shout out to Kim. She gave me my first gig, and after that, all my gigs been word of mouth. So shout out to everybody who spread the word about me.
That says a lot about your character. It says a lot about who you are as a person. That people people are attracted to being around you. Like, her energy is dope. It's not fake. I promise you, it's not fake. So being a DJ, naturally, it's going to allow you to want to do more with music. And I've been blessed to be a part of a lot that you've done as a DJ, and I'm grateful. But I would love for you to give a dive into how you crossed into doing more with music, because DJing, like, y'all know what it is. You know what I mean? But I'm here to give y'all, I want to give people everything about you. You know what I mean? Because you really do a lot. You do a lot.
This is really my first full interview where people are getting to know me, actually.
And that's what I'm loving. Like, hey, let's do this. So
I've been a part of podcasts, but
that's what I'm saying. So even from DJ, matter of fact, let's do that then. The Dirty Show in general, it has been a few different places. You've presented it in different ways, from radio to podcasts, to internet, TV, radio, TV. It's a lot of different ways. So can we get into the Dirty Show a little bit? So
shout out to Silk, like I said. So Silk, I have been wanting to do radio. I had been talking to Silk about it. But he didn't have WLAB as a radio station where you can actually have shows yet. It was just streaming music all day. So once he got a location and he decided to do it, the first show was a free experience. So I learned a lot of background stuff with the free experience as far as producing and the background work. So once free show was up and running, I was like, okay, the Dirty Show about to be popping. So the Dirty Show was, I used to start the Dirty Show off with a mix after the mix, I would go right into the Dirty Dozen.
Nice.
And well, the mix, it wasn't a part of the show. I used to do a tunnel mix.
Right, I'm about to say
for
it was
traffic.
like more
it
like
was a traffic mix.
It was more like to get you right.
Yeah.
It was
so
it
every
was a
day,
traffic
Monday
mix.
through Friday, that's how I started on WLAB. Monday through Friday, 5 to 6, I used to play the it was called the tunnel mix.
Tunnel mix. Shout out to it. Listen, it was clutch.
So the tunnel mix was lit from 5 to 6. So I started doing that. And then I was like, I'm gonna do the Dirty Show on Wednesdays. It was originally on Wednesdays from 6 to 8. And the whole purpose of the Dirty Show, I just wanted to expose artists that I thought was dope from around here, because we had radio stations, but they won't exposing the independent artists.
Exactly.
So I'm like, what can I do different that nobody else is doing? So before I even started having guests, I used to do a Dirty Dozen countdown, and my Dirty Dozen countdown used to pay homage to all the artists out here who, whatever music they drop, I will put it in a Dirty Dozen. Now, the independent artists will have all the odd numbers. It will be all new industry music and new independent. So it'll be 6 industry, 6 in the Dirty Dozen.
And
came
it was
from my
always a vibe. As a person who had plenty of music played on the Dirty Dozen, like I can honestly say, like I think that I need
to bring the Dirty Dozen back.
I know that your show, the Dirty Dozen show, was the first time my music was heard like on radio.
Yeah, and because after I used to play it on the radio, what I used to do is I'll make a playlist. I'll put the playlist on my Instagram page and tag all the artists, and let them know what their songs played. We used to
circulate on Twitter, all that kind of stuff. So
I was so organized. I used to let them know their
honestly,
song was going to be played and everything so they could tune in.
So you started with the music, and then you had the opportunity to bring in guests.
Yes. So when the Dirty Show started, the Dirty Dozen was the only showcase I was doing, and I had my brother and High Life. They were my co-hosts.
Okay.
We used to have just hip hop discussions. Finish that bar. You had to finish that bar.
Yeah.
Back then, I was selling dinners. So if you can finish the bar,
Hustling.
you can you get a free dinner, or you get a free. I think we was doing radio play or something. Give you a free commercial, or I forgot. We was giving something away. Because I was selling dinners. Shout out to everybody purchasing dinner too.
Crazy. So
that is crazy. But yeah, so we started getting after my brother and High Life stopped being on the show. It was me and Newt.
Okay.
And me and Newt started bringing guests on, and the guests were dope. They were all independent artists, and we would just interview them.
Nice.
So that's how the interview started.
I was a member of that as well.
Yes.
Like I've literally been. That's why this is kind of dope, because I'm gonna force her to talk about everything, because I've been here. A lot of the DJing phase, I was becoming an artist the same time that you were really becoming a DJ. Like we really grew
and radio
into
personality
it.
at the same time.
Yeah, like all of it. We were doing all of it at the same time. So I was definitely a member of the show. Came spit bars there.
Yes.
Consistently. Yeah, it was crazy the things that you did, bringing us independent Virginia people, giving us a light, not just on our own, but amongst radio and industry music. It was the first time that a lot of us heard our stuff mixed in with the people that we already like. You know what I mean? And that was big for us. It allowed us to see like, yo, we do belong. You know what I mean? So, and that's what your
Y'all
show
definitely belong.
That's what your show definitely did. So you were doing it radio. And then you crossed over to...
Well, I left WLAB and went to Cheesetown Radio. Well, I wouldn't have never left WLAB. Well, we just stopped doing We took it back to just streaming music.
Right. Scale back.
Never leave WLAB.
Right. That's for the record.
And it took me a while to go to Cheesetown Radio too. Shout out to DJ C Now and Sean, DJ Red Carpet Capo. They had hit me up to be a part of Cheesetown Radio. I was the program director, and I did a Dirty Show there too.
So when you're doing the Dirty Show there, is this in audio and visual, or is this just audio? It's still audio first? Okay.
Yeah, it was still audio. And as the program director, I was Cheesetown Radio was actually, they paid to have the BMIs and all of that. So once I found that out, I started putting all of the artists I knew, as long as their music was out there, I started putting it in rotation.
Yeah. That's love.
I'm the program director, so Sean ain't care, C-Nile ain't care. They let me put whatever I wanted in there. And anytime somebody's song dropped, or once it was in my Dirty Dozen, it was definitely in the playlist. Yeah, stayed in rotation. So, and then after Cheesetown, I had decided to make my show podcast and put it on YouTube and things like that.
Right. And then that's when I honestly have seen you in all the phases, but I felt like when you went to podcast format is when you like, you know, they say like caterpillar butterfly. It was like you really spread your wings when you went.
That's because it was about my brand. It wasn't no Cheese Town. It ain't no WLAB. It was DJ Dirty Die like it is now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So how long now has it been doing the like Dirty Show?
I want to say it's been 2 years.
2 years now. 2 years now. And I mean, you had
originally?
No, on your own.
2 years.
2 years. And that, because I want to stay here for a second. In that time frame of those times, like you can't even probably count the million guests as you had probably.
Yeah, no.
Have you never even did that kind of count, have you?
There's no way
or like
I can
episode
count that many.
format or anything like that.
Because the thing is, I was having so many guests at one time, and we was just chopping it up.
You would do episodes per day,
we was doing it every week,
session,
every Thursday. Yep. And then I used to have all my DJs pull up. Like, y'all gonna see them come on real cool. We gonna be up. They gonna be up
Talk
here. Because I have my Respect the SheJs too. It's Respect the DJ, but I started up a Respect the SheJ Instagram page to pay homage to the female SheJs out here. Cause
and that's why you special, man. You special for it.
I mean, y'all follow at Respect the SheJ. I'm basically all I'm doing is stalking all the SheJ pages and re-airing their videos.
And it's something that needs to be
or
seen, but it's something that needs to be
so many
seen.
dope
you know,
SheJs.
what y'all do is like, it's epic.
And there's some dope young ones too.
What these young girls that are doing it are scary.
Yes. DJ Sophia is one of the nicest I have
like
seen.
ever. Like she's gonna be like great, legendary.
She's always giddy like every time, and she kills it.
She's crazy.
I'm actually trying to put a Respect the SheJ event together.
I think that would be amazing. So, and I'm glad you said that because I wanted to talk about that too. While doing the show, you got your hands in a lot of other things. All right. And one of those things, you start diving deeper into music. Yes.
So in 2016, I put out a post because, you know, I kept doing Dirty Dozens, but I'm like, you know what? It ain't no mixtape with all Virginia on it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So me as a DJ and me as a SheJ, I try to separate myself from everybody else. I don't try to do what everybody else is doing.
And that's smart.
Yeah. So what I wanted to do was a mixtape, but I love 90s music. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I need 90s beat, but I want all Virginia on it. So I did the Basement mixtape.
The Basement.
The Basement.
Talk about
and
it.
The Basement was basically playing homage to Big Tigger.
Right.
I always wanted to do Rap City. I had a show called Dirty's Den that I was trying to mimic.
I feel like if anybody ever comes to Dirty's Den, they automatically have to understand that you love Rap City. Yeah. It is so obvious where we are. It is Captain Obvious. It's just in a respectful way. It's like it's your twist and your turn, but it's homage. You gonna know that she love Rap City.
I just love hip hop, and Rap City was just one of my favorite things. So the mixtape is 35 songs.
It's a vibe, man.
35 songs on a mixtape, 40 artists, all from Virginia. Shout out to everybody. They killed it. Like, and it's free. You know,
it's still there.
It's on my website.
Talk about it. Give me your website.
DJDirtyDie.com/music.
DJDirtyDie.com/music. Go get The Basement. Like, it's timeless. It's timeless.
Yes, it's a very good mixtape.
And that was the first project that you did. That was the first project
I ever did. So shout out to all the artists.
And you did that mixtape. That was a mixtape, right?
Yeah, the mixtape dropped on October the 14th, 2017.
That was like industry beats.
Independent artists.
Oh, and that was 2016.
It dropped in 2017, but we started recording in 2016.
Okay, so after The Basement dropped, people are obviously seeing like Dirty really love music. You know what I'm saying? In a different way. So now, of course, you know, you're getting more people on the show. The gigs are growing.
Always.
Things are growing. The brand is growing, right? Like my DJisDIRTY is literally going like
everywhere.
It's Virginia viral.
Even people that know I'm not their DJ say it.
Just say it. Like if you know Dirty and you want to pay homage, you say my DJ is Dirty. You know what I'm saying?
But I love him.
So all this is happening, right? And time is still you're growing as a DJ, and now you say, I love my mixtape, but I want to do something else.
What happened was I was gonna drop a volume 2.
Okay.
So this guy that I interviewed, his name is Curtis Clark.
Yes.
He hit me up.
Shout out to Kurt.
Yeah, he was like, "Di," he said, "I know that you did a mixtape." He was like, "You're the only DJ I know that did a whole Virginia mixtape." He said, "But now
And a
on
woman,
top of
matter
that,
of
yeah."
fact.
He was like, "You're a female." He was like, "What would you think about doing another album like that but getting paid?" I was like, "Oh, so like DJ Khaled, like that's what we going for."
Come on, ding, 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 ding.
Soon as he said that, and he was like, he'll guide me through it. So we became partners. And of course, the only person I work with far as studio is my boy High Life.
High Life.
Shout out to my nigga High Life. It's my nigga
Shout
for
out
life.
to it. Yeah, you and High
The
Life go
Upper
way,
Room
way back,
Studio.
right?
That's High Life has been my friend since elementary school. So that's one friend that I have had my whole life.
Yes.
And we don't talk every day, but it's always love when I see
Damn
him.
right. That's how it's supposed
And
to
he
be.
knows if anything goes down, if I'm recording anything, it will be at the Upper Room. So make sure you visit the Upper Room, weupva.com. It's a very dope vibe. and
Very
he's
dope vibe,
Yes.
man. Listen, speaking from an artist standpoint, it is amazing in the Upper Room,
I love
man.
the Upper
Like
Room.
it's a vibe. Like it gives you a space to create, and it feels good. It's warm in there.
But
It's
not
just-
only
it's
that,
dope.
he teaches you stuff.
Yeah.
Like he teaches you how to get your music register, how
Right.
to, get your BMI numbers and things of that nature, like the proper way to do your music, so he teach you all that at the studio. So me, him and Kurt got together and we did an album. So what I wanted to
What was
do
that album
was,
called?
it's called The Cardinal.
What's the album called?
It's The Cardinal. And since this was my first, I feel like this is my baby. It's my very first child.
So let's talk about the Cardinal real quick. I'm going to ask you some quick questions about it just so we can get some information. The Cardinal.
It's my first child.
Volume 1. All right, let's put emphasis on that because that means you really already know you're gonna do more. I like that.
Maybe.
No, you put volume 1. That means you got it. You
Yeah,
can't
we're
leave it
definitely
at
gonna do
volume
some
1.
more.
All right, so the Cardinal. How many tracks are on this?
7.
7 tracks. The producers, did you take the same standpoint of your mixtape? Did you keep it all
Nope.
Virginia or
For The Cardinal, what I did was Instagram is my baby.
Okay.
I love Snapchat too. I just transfer the videos. So I love Snapchat. So what I
Okay.
did was did a Snapchat video and I was like, yo, I'm trying to drop an album.
Talk
if you
it.
from Virginia and you're a producer, I need some beats. Email the beats to my email address.
Okay.
And Jossie,
Okay.
Beach Boy, my producer, and Tracks and Point all hit me up.
Boom.
Show me love. My producer actually has some music he had already sent to High Life. So
Okay.
High Life played me to my producer Tracks. Tracks actually came up with the track at the studio when me and you were together.
on site.
Yeah,
We just talked
'cause
about what we
that
needed.
was crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, so shout out to Tracks and Point. Him and Tree had already did a song together that I really liked, and I
Right.
asked Tree if I can have it, and he said, "Of course, Dirty,
Dope
whatever
shit.
one you want." So shout out to my nigga Tree. But yeah, the Cardinal is my first baby, so
So you got 7 tracks. And what about the
yes.
artists that you chose? So we got all Virginia producers.
all Virginia producers. I just wanted to have
and these
beats
are
on
original
deck.
beats instead
Yeah,
of
they
the
are.
mixtape approach. So what
Yeah.
about the artists? How many artists you got on this project?
I have 8 artists on
8
the project.
artists on the
7
project.
songs. They were all handpicked by me.
Okay.
They are all artists I've been rocking with. They rock with me. They don't give me no problems. If I need a song done, it's done. They always ready to record. We started working on the Cardinal album in 2018.
2018. And when did you release?
It just released this year, March.
And listen, that's how music works.
March
okay? So
it's challenging. This baby took a while.
This project was
I love
really,
this project.
really not in a bad way time consuming, but you took your time with it as far as, of course, you got to work with other artists, but
and their
you had a
time and-
visual standpoint that you put out.
It was just so much stuff I wanted to do with it, and I didn't care
and
how
you-
long it took.
And you also had Corona in the midst of all of it coming
Corona
out.
definitely dampened everything. But the highlight of the mixtape is okay. So with the mixtape, the whole Cardinal name came about. I couldn't think of nothing, and then I was like, "What can I think? What can represent Virginia?" Like,
Right.
kept thinking of stuff, and I was like, damn, I can't think of nothing. And then one day I just walked out the house and I looked on my fence. It was a red fucking bird. And y'all know what that is. The cardinal. And then when I seen it, I was like, the cardinal. Oh my God. It sounds so gang.
And that's the Virginia State
and
bird.
It kind of reminded me of like Suge Knight and them. You know what I'm saying?
And that, literally, that's this is a project. You're talking about only Virginia producers. You got Virginia artists. What were some of the Virginia artists you had up here? I know it was one chick.
Before we talk about the artists,
sure, she was pretty dope.
We're gonna talk about the cover.
All right, who did this cover?
The cover was done by my girl C Mandy. She's from Virginia, Williamsburg, represent, but she lives in Atlanta now. She worked for Patchwork Studios. So she did the cover of the album. The artists that's featured are all dope and from Virginia.
Before that, so everything is Virginia for this.
Everything.
So it was recorded in Virginia.
Everything recorded in Virginia
and mixed with
Virginia.
Did Highlife do the mixing as well? Okay, and then
Highlife did all the mixing.
He did all the mixing, and then you got the artwork, Virginia.
Yep.
Okay.
All the artists.
Virginia.
Because
Damn.
I put on for my city. I even got a magazine made for it too, for all the artists that was a part of the project.
Showing up real quick. Y'all see this?
Yeah.
They got the upper room joints up here.
And shout out to my daughter, Ivy, DJ Boy Girl. She did the magazine
for me. And it's still Virginia.
Yes.
Okay.
It's all Virginia. Ivy did the magazine for me. Naya Nell is definitely a Virginia legend out here. She's a great writer, but she does a lot of dope stuff out here too. She wrote me a dope album review, and I was so honored to have her just write the review. So she's from Virginia.
She really kept this whole thing Virginia.
Yes, and the table of contents or whatever.
So we'll definitely let y'all see
I'm gonna let y'all see who the artists are instead of me just, this is my project. Kurt helped, and he actually did all of the making sure everybody got their credits for the album.
Y'all put in a lot of work,
publishing and all of that, and everything was produced at the upper room. This is Highlife. My girl TeezySoDope kicks off the album with Cardinal Rule. How dope is that? Like, so she really killed it, and then the whole Cardinal Rule was dope.
that chick was,
and it was produced by Beach Boy. So
Beach Boy bodied it.
Yes, Beach Boy killed it. My boy Tree, like I told y'all, he's up here. His song was produced by Point.
Ain't shit.
And and my boy Sick Mike, East Coast Mikey, he was up there. Who Raised You was produced by my boy Jossie. When I first put out that I needed beats, Jossie sent me the most beats. So out of all of the songs on the album, Jossie has the most produced beats because he sent the most songs. And then my girl Keita Bananas is up here. Never Fine, that was produced by my producer.
Dope.
Then my boy John Stacy and S-Dot, Shooting for the Stars. This was produced by Jossie as well. Well, this is John Stacy and this is my girl S-Dot.
This magazine is really, really dope.
Yes, Ivy did her thing with this. And this is Scoozy. His song is Jameson. It was produced by my producer as well.
Nice.
And then we got my girl Casey, the Songbird. Her song is called VAB to Tuck, and her song was also produced by Jossie. So these are the producers here: Beach Boy, Jossie, Point, my producer, and Trax the Lab. Trax did the intro and the outro of the album, and TZ actually wrote the lyrics for the intro that I was on.
I heard she was dope.
And then Curtis Clark, he has Homemade Soul.
Shout out to Kurt.
He also debuted us on his website and wrote a review about the album too. So everything was all Virginia.
Go grab this, man.
Yeah, I need to put it back on my website for
available?
sale. I need to put it back on my website for sale.
So here we go. We in the Cardinal.
We got the magazine.
We got a magazine.
We got videos.
You got videos out for each song.
And all the videos was done by my boy Quan. Jesus.
Okay, see, again, Virginia. A lot of people, the reason I keep throwing that in is because a lot of times people will say, I'm doing something for this area or blah, blah, blah. But it may be recorded there or whatever there, and then it's shipped elsewhere, or other people are brought in to do things.
The videos were shot in Virginia, by Virginia.
Can we talk about that for a minute? Which we got to go into each one of them, but you did you gave the artist the opportunity to pick like a theme or something that would resonate. Can we talk about how you went about like the video choices?
Well, originally we wanted to do a running video, like a commercial where everybody was just standing in the like a video movie. That didn't work out. So we just let I told the artists to just show where they was from, represent your hood. So what we did was we went into everybody's hood. Sick Mike was the only one that wasn't in his neighborhood, but he went to the deaf and blind school before they knocked it down.
Yeah.
And that was definitely
that's pivotal.
Yeah, that was a landmark for Hampton. So we shot at all different places in Virginia.
That's cold.
So yeah. Oh, and Scoozy didn't shoot in his hood. He shot at MP's. And then because he loves Jamaican food. So,
right.
And that's
so you allow
black-owned restaurant from Virginia. So why not?
Okay, so
everything is Virginia.
The Cardinal Volume 1, for a lot of us, was really dope. It brought artists together that had not worked together for the most part. A few of us had known each other or been around or knew of, but it allowed us all to come together and literally become more of a family. Like to this day, we're all in more of contact, continuously working with each other, growing with each other. It was a really, really, really dope moment. So one thing about it, life, right when the Cardinal dropped, you had a lot of plans, and we ain't got to go into all of that, but Corona came, COVID, and life shifts. So here you are now. You're not able to do the gig, so you're at home. You're doing lives on quarantine, lives, and things like that. But you say to yourself, like, I'm a hustler. Yes, and hustlers gotta hustle, right? So. Yes. In the midst of quarantine, you're thinking of ways. Y'all gonna see why I did this build up, all right? Because this is like everything y'all heard about Dirty so far. It all makes sense to the music aspect of you. And alongside of this, you also have always been a businesswoman and doing different things, But quarantine got you in here going like, yo, I need to find out a different way of making some bread when the world opened back up. And the world is about to open up. We're getting small gigs and small gatherings. You're throwing little gatherings, quarantine gatherings. You have this special partner, so to say, that everybody falls in love with. And that's why we're here. It's on your shirt.
Oh, well, no, I thought you was going to talk about, well, first, before we get into my shirt, I do want to say thanks to everybody that showed up for all my Sip Puff and Paints.
Sip Puff and Paint
quarantine gatherings. I do have to give a few shout outs to it. Just a few people.
Listen, how many did you have?
I had 1, 2, 3 Sip Puff and Paints.
3 Sip Puff and Paints.
And I think I had 7 a flick and a Bix.
7 flick and a Bix. All right, let's talk about these because we're gonna go back into it because it was his partner that was there throughout these joints that made these parties it just made everything come to life. But real quick, let's touch on this. So we locked in, right? We locked in.
Yes.
Then the world opened back up and they're like, yo, you can have small gatherings.
Yep. So what I wanted to do was have a gathering because I purchased this photo booth in February.
Ready right before we was on.
Shout out to the one person that believed in me and put up half the money for the photo booth. Charles, I love you. Dope. My boy Chuck. He was like, if he said you got half of it, I'll do it. So we purchased the photo booth. We so excited.
Oh snap me! I see it on the shirt.
Oh snap me! So I wanted to showcase my photo booth.
But then the world says.
Yeah, so originally I wanted to bring it out because I had an album release party for the mix for the album, and I wanted to bring it there, but it wasn't ready. I didn't have everything with it yet, so I had to wait. So what I wanted to do was I still wanted to have an album release party. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like Corona in the way. So I was like, let's have so Kalif and Kalif, which is father and son.
Right.
Kalif Customs. Kalif. We had already talked like a year ago about having a paint night, but we was thinking about having it in a yard, and I told them I wanted to do it, but it had to be different from what everybody else was doing, and I wanted to do something dope. So I hit them up, and I was like, yo, are y'all down to do Juneteenth and paint all black paintings, George Floyd, everything that was going on.
From Nipsey Hussle to Sandra Bland.
Everybody.
It was just, it was beautiful.
Flags, everything. So I was like, let's put something together.
This is the premiere.
This is the Juneteenth premiere.
Okay.
So I was like, since we're gonna have a paint night, I'm gonna just make it free.
This is all outside, people. This is Rona friendly. We outside.
Yeah, we
with it.
outside. So I was like, I'm gonna make it free, but the people that's painting, they gotta donate. So when Breonna Taylor passed away, I just felt like I wanted to do something.
Yes.
So what I did was a fundraiser for Breonna Taylor.
Yes.
And what we did was have an album release party. So all the artists that's on my album, I hit them up and was like, y'all want to perform?
Come on.
And they was like, yeah. So I was like, all right, you can perform. You got a certain set, but you got to perform your song off of my album.
Yes, sir.
So everybody came and turned up. We had a great turnout.
You had
so
vendors?
dope. Yeah, shout out to all the vendors that came. And we ended up making a Sip, Puff, and Paint. I ended up doing it twice, 2 more times.
And you were able to make the goal that you wanted for
yes. We had $1,000 goal that we wanted to make for Breonna Taylor, and we got that. And I donated the money to their GoFundMe that same night, and we just had a blast.
So you got so here you are now having the first basically
outside
gathering
at my house,
at your house backyard.
It was crazy.
It felt like we weren't here. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. It was a dope vibe.
I really didn't think that many people was gonna come. We did temperature checks and everything.
Temp checks, mask must be worn.
Yes.
It was really, really dope. It was sanitizer everywhere.
Yes.
We all kept a distance.
Yes.
I will say all the events you've had have all been safe, spaced out, outdoors, temp checks, mask on, and literally put it up there. No one has ever come back here to say that they got anything from here. Nothing's ever been transmitted through here. It was always safe. And that was dope because you gave people a chance to be people again after being on lock for so long. And it was important, especially black people, for us to have a moment on Juneteenth to come together just as black people. It was so many black people.
Like, I still can't believe
and not one time did any of these events have anything. So you go from
I'm actually honored for all of my respectful guests for coming.
All summer
all
to the
my
fall.
guests, my vendors, artists, everybody that came out was so respectful. I never had any issues. And shout out to my boy B. He held the security down, and my daughter Amira was running the door.
Yes.
The whole time, we were doing that. So the photo booth,
right? Because you go from you're doing the Sip, Puff, and Paint. So you do a couple of flicking bigs.
Yeah, we did a few flicking of bigs because I'm like, I need to get my photo booth out here, and how can I get my photo booth out here?
And so, snap me. This
name
photo
took forever too.
Snap me, right? So you got this photo booth, and y'all gonna see this photo booth. You're gonna see plenty of it.
So bomb.
You see plenty of it rather, but snap me. Tell us about it. Tell us about Snap, because this is something that nobody really, even when people promote it, they don't even know if it's really you. They don't know you support everybody.
That's how I like it.
You support everybody. Dirty supports everybody. So sometimes when she's even promoting things, you may not even know that it's hers.
Yeah.
Because she's always supporting people.
Yes.
So let's Snap me. Take it away, Dirty.
So I'm gonna tell y'all for my I left this whole part out. I had a premiere party in 2017 for the Basement Mixtape because I was actually doing a TV show to go with it called Dirty's Den at the time. And it was on Comcast TV and YouTube. Shout out to Tammy Pinkston and Newt for that plug. I had a premiere party, and before the premiere party, I was like, I want this photo booth. I kept seeing this photo booth on all the Instagram ads, the Facebook ads, and I was like, oh, that's what I'm renting for my event. You know what I'm saying? So I was looking everywhere around here and couldn't find it. And the closest place I think is like DC or it was somewhere far. And I was like, damn, I ain't gonna get the booth then. Then when I went to the website, because, I had to do my little research. So I was like, oh, wait.
Never settle.
You can purchase one. So I seen the price tag and I was like, ooh, yeah, it's going to take a while to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe tax time or something, So it was just something that I really wanted. Yeah. And I was talking to my business partner. Actually, it was 2019 I was at a Super Bowl party, a Kappa Super Bowl party, and I was talking to this guy, and he said he was telling me about he owns his own sauce, JJ's barbecue sauce. Lit. They have it all the stores and grocery stores in North Carolina, and now they actually have it online at AFES. It's in the military. It's on the website afes.com. So it's a black owned sauce. He's one of the presidents for them. So he was telling me he always looking for businesses to invest in, things of that nature. So of course, me being the person that I am, I was like, well, let me show you this photo booth that I'm trying to get and see if you're trying to invest, because I knew tax money was coming up soon. You know what I'm saying? So I was like,
I'll be ready soon.
Yeah, I'll be ready. So, matter of fact, it was Super Bowl this year. Yeah, because I got it before March. It was Super Bowl this year, and we purchased it the beginning of March, and it didn't come until 2 weeks later. So after the Super Bowl, he was like, let me look into it. He was like, send me all the information you got. And then he kept drilling me, asking me all these questions, like how far is the closest one that they can rent? What's the area span? He was asking me all these questions, but I didn't even know that he was fact checking me. So he hit up this he was making this lady that does an event planner, and he was trying to confirm from her, is this even something that people will want at their weddings? Is this in the market out here? She was like, yes, but the problem is nobody has it in this area. What I had already told him. So once he confirmed everything, instead of giving me half the money, what we did was called the company, and I paid half with my credit card. He paid the other half with his credit card, and it's
half up. Yeah,
and I just pay him back. And once I pay him back, that's done.
So now you have this photo booth. Oh, Snap Me.
Yes.
And it's able to do so much.
Yes. It's actually a new age photo booth. So it's not a photo booth that you have to walk into. It's actually a mirror. So it's a 6 foot mirror. Yeah, it's a 6 foot mirror, and you walk up to, but it's a touch screen mirror.
Dope.
So everything that you can do on your phone, as far as Instagram and Snapchat, you can change filters. You can do all of that.
You can do
on
videos.
The photo booth. Yes, you can do boomerang videos. What I'm going to show you guys today is just the basic package. If you just get the basic package, but we do have extra packages where you can do boomerang videos. Have videos, you can have the pictures text to you, email to you. We have it COVID friendly, where we can have it touch free, and you can just put in a code, the QR code. So
do you have printouts as well?
Yes, and you can also print the pictures. They come in a frame. We got different backdrops. Yes, we have everything.
So with this, with the Snap Me, and it's a mirror, it's touch screen, it's fly. It got boomerang.
And I'm the life of the
party. You can take group pictures.
Yes, you can take a lot of pictures. It can fit up to as many people you want in the picture, as long as you stand back. Yeah.
And when you can take collages, you can do.
So where I have it set up, we're only taking one picture today, but you can have 3 pictures. You can have 2 sets of pictures. The photo booth you can actually play games on it too. You can play tic-tac-toe.
So it's a whole so when your goal with this, what you're doing with this rather, is this is able to be rented out.
Yes.
As the life of the party, like you are.
It's going to bring the party.
It's the DJ and the vibe at the same time.
And shout out to my other business partner, my girl Mo Diva. She put in. She wanted to be a part of the photo booth too, so she put in on the photo booth, and she actually helps me run it. She's one of the attendants that comes with the photo booth. Her, my sister Tawana, and my niece Brianna. It's a family affair. So
keep it in the family.
Everybody get paid.
So with this, y'all are able to really do whatever you need to do for a party.
And we've done so far what graduations. We've done graduations, sweet 16, 50th birthday parties. You can use it for anything, wherever you want to take pictures at. Even if you have a photographer, you can still use it. Yeah, and I use it for all my events. You can all of this. It's outdoors.
Sip, puff, and paints. Yeah, people. Honestly, y'all, I can't make this up. It's like the life of the party. During the sip, puff, and paints, during the movie nights, it's always the life of the party. Everybody want to take a moment to come take their picture. It'd be a line sometime because people just want to take the right pictures. So tell us how they can find you with the Old Snap Me. They know how to get in contact with DJ Dirty Die, but does Old Snap Me have its own page?
Yes, I set up a website and Instagram, Facebook page is at Snap SNAPME. I added the 2 H's to it because I wanted Old Snap at first, and the name was taken because I'm Snap,
Oh Snap.
So I was like, oh Snap Me, like Snap Me, because everybody like the snap.
Oh Snap Me. Yes. Oh Snap Me. Yes. It's crazy.
So when you spell a O, it's 3 H's. Snap Me, and we're on Instagram, Facebook. The website is www.osnapme.com, and you can book it now. You can actually book online and pay a deposit, and we'll pull up.
Listen, we're gonna show y'all some stuff about the Old Snap Me. But before we do, we gotta tell you this much. It is a vibe, y'all. Make sure you go visit this woman's website, DJDirtyDie.com. Make sure you headed over to the Oh Snap Me page, Oh Snap Me website.
Yes.
Make sure you're following The Dirty Show. Make sure you're following Respect the CJ. Make sure you're supporting DJ Dirty Die because DJ Dirty Die supports Virginia.
Yes.
All right. She supports Virginia. She supports artists. She supports what's dope. All right. So make sure y'all are supporting her the same way.
Yes.
All right.
And shout out to my boys at Indie Heat Sope and my boy Kalif because they done put me on Roku TV.
You did.
So you know what I'm saying? I'm taking us to greater heights.
Listen.
And we got commercial space for sale if y'all trying to get the commercial space.
Y'all
so y'all
messed
gotta
up.
pull up. Yeah, man.
You let me start hosting Dirty. You're going to have to put me as a co-host, man. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a little bit.
I actually have another podcast in the workings too.
Teezy and Dirty going to take over. We're going to have to do a little pod in the song.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a vibe.
Hey.
So, you know, is there anything else?
The shits. If you don't know nothing about me, I'm with the shits.
Dirty with the shits.
Yeah.
And
So if you want to do it, let's do that shit.
So
but
look,
don't talk about it. Be about it.
What we going to do, we're going to show this old Snap Me. But before we do, is there anything else you need to tell these people?
I love y'all, man.
What they need to know?
There's nothing y'all really need to know about me. I just try to put out encouraging, positive vibes. You know what I'm saying? Whatever I can do to help expose this area, that's what I'm here for, man. I feel like that's my calling, to bring people together.
Yes.
Take them to the next level, whatever they can do. I'm not expecting nothing in return. It's just how I do. You already know where you can find me. DJ Dirty Die on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. YouTube. That's where I'm at. The Dirty Show. Follow that on Instagram. Follow Respect the CJ on Instagram and follow Oh Snap Me. Yes, I have 4 Instagram pages.
Come on, hustler.
Yes, and it's just me. I'm actually looking for work if you want to work.
Come on.
But only if you want to work.
But only because if you don't want to work, it ain't gonna work. If you don't want to work, it ain't gonna work. All right.
Definitely ain't gonna work.
So look, it's TeezySoDope.
Yes.
I've been here with DJ Dirty Die.
You already know.
It's been a vibe.
Always a vibe.
TV, Dirty Show.
Yes.
This was great. We're going to show y'all a little bit of old Snap Me before we get out of here. But
we're going to get into that.
Y'all understand. Support DJ Dirty Die.
Yes. Support me.
And if you don't, you got problems with me.
All my mixtapes are free on my website.
Listen.
The only thing that costs is the card note, and it's available on all digital platforms.
Come on.
It is on Tidal, Apple Music, everywhere.
Amazon,
YouTube,
Spotify.
Yeah, come on, Spotify.
Go get it. Go
everywhere.
buy it, man.
Stream
Listen, go buy it.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Support.
It's worth it, yo.
And I will say this album is also diverse. It's not just one type of Virginia music. I wanted to show how diverse Virginia is. So none of the songs sound the same. It's all different. It's all hip hop and R&B. Cop it, listen, stream that shit.
All right, well, we here. It's been a vibe, Die. Proud of you, my G. Thank you for having me as a host. You know, it's my first time hosting the show. We're gonna have to start doing a little bit more things like this. Yeah. And we don't flake. Whatever we say we do, we gonna do. So
that's one thing. That's it. Things for show.
Come on, man.
Yes.
We up out of here.
Hair flip.
Don't forget. Oh, Snap Me.
Oh, Snap Me.
Yeah. TeezySoDope, DJ Dirty Die, baby. We out of here.
So the very, very first event was my daughter's graduation party. This was before the Juneteenth. So we had so many people show up for her graduation party. So these are all the graduation party pics.
So
majority of these are. And then the first sip of the paint is right here.
Look at that. So you see how Oh Snap Me, it changes. You see that?
Yeah, we can change all the different picture backgrounds. This was my sister's 50th birthday.
Dope.
Then we have these candles. This was a sip puff of paint. We had a graduation celebration. This was
so you can create whatever vibe you need to create.
Yeah. So like we wanted a summer theme, so that's why we used the summer theme for the sip puff and paint. And then for like the Adadors for their wedding was just black and gold, so they just wanted something simple, so we used that for their wedding.
Nice.
Then we have some more Juneteenth. These pictures aren't in any order. Then a flick and a big, I just wanted stars. So a flick and a big. This is just pics from the Dirty Show. So all the guests that come on the Dirty Show, they take a picture too.
Right.
It's just promotion.
Okay. So that's Oh Snap Me. So that's something that other people can do too. When you use it, you can get your printouts, create your own photo albums, party favors, whatever you need to do for other people. So
and also, if you're a club owner or if you own a business and you want the photo booth to be a part of your business, you can pay for it to have it sit there.
casually whenever they having a little party or whatever. You hear it, get it first. All right, so we're gonna go on over here and
I'm gonna go ahead and take these clamps off because I'm gonna just go ahead and show you all the different backdrops that the guests can choose from.
Okay.
The first one is a sequence one, as you can see. This is a sequence backdrop that you can choose from. We have two of them.
Okay. Yeah, matter of fact, let me hold your mic.
Okay.
Y'all see what we're doing? Working. Double work.
So I'll just throw these to the side.
So you have the sequence backdrop.
And then we have, this is the graffiti wall backdrop. This is different colors. Then we have a 50th backdrop that we can use. We also have different backdrops when we order them, depending on your event. But yeah, this is the one you ordered. Happy birthday.
Oh, that's so cute. Bro.
Yes, the first birthday. Because we trying to get backdrops for all the main events. Like a graduation, a 50th birthday party.
Right.
But we do, like I said, if you have an event coming up, we will order a backdrop according to your event. And this is just another plain CD wall. And then this is just a custom black velvet backdrop that I normally use for all the events because it's nice and chic. And all you have to do is just walk into the photo booth and you press start. Pose.
You see it.
And then after you pose, see, we don't have the backdrop set up, but normally I would put the backdrop straight in the back so that way you wouldn't get any of my background.
So once you take the picture, you just...
Once you take the picture, it'll show you what the picture looks like. And then if you like it, you can just hit the check mark. If you don't, you can hit the X. And like I said, you can do everything you do on Snapchat, so you can sign it as well. You can sign it, you can add emojis. And I'm gonna grab a cool, so. You can do that, and I missed the screen where you can change the font or whatever. Then you just hit print.
Okay. And so once it prints, so once they get this, you see what you're doing. You're getting this right on site. Everything is right here. You're able to take your picture, pose. If you don't like it, hit the X, sign your pic, add what you want, and print it out right on deck. As well as having printouts, you can send.
We text, as long as you have Wi-Fi in the building that you're renting, we can text the pictures and you can also email the pictures to the guests. But after every event, what I do is email whoever booked the photo booth. You'll get a copy of all the pictures.
So they can do whatever they need to do.
So come on, Teezy, let's take a
it's
picture
like a
together.
one-stop shop.
So now me and Teezy are gonna take a picture together, and we have props this time.
Boom.
Mine's is old Snap, and she's an unapologetic
so
queen.
It was perfect. Did you do that on purpose?
No, I didn't. Go ahead.
What ass?
3, 2, 1.
I look down. I like it though.
Our picture is lit though.
We always take the pictures when we finally take them.
So again, if we both wanted to sign it, we can sign it. If we want to print more than one picture, we can. If we don't, we can just hit done. I don't want to print any pictures this time.
No, we gotta waste that.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll just hit 0.
You see it, and look, she got all the information. So even when you book it, right over here, you can grab that old Snapchat and the Cash App.
Yes.
Get it popping. Business cards.
Then on the website, we have all the packages listed as well.
Nice.
You can book, so.
Nice. So y'all heard it first.
Yes.
Oh snap! Man, y'all seen it first. We ain't had nothing like this in Virginia. We have nothing like it here. If you see it somewhere else, you know where it started. Book it. Oh snap me. Get it. Come take some flicks. It's a dope.
Flick
vibe.
it up. Take a pic. And oh snap me. Just oh snap me. Oh snap me. Oh snap me.
Hey, look, y'all know we ain't got no sense, man. So look,
appreciate y'all.
It's been a great day.
Deuces. We out of here. Till next week, baby.